Clearly, the battle for Maharashtra fast turning into a battle of egos. Rajiv Pratap Rudy, they're saying that there's no arrogance, but however, there's no consensus yet on the seat sharing either between the BJP or the Sena on the one hand and the NCP and the Congress on the other. This, even as the filing of nominations, remember, begins today. Now, the way things are progressing, a reconciliation looks highly unlikely. Now, the sources say both the BJP and Shiv Sena are drawing up list of probable candidates for all the 288 seats in the eventuality that the 25-year-old alliance part ways, and there have been no movement since yesterday after the offer made by Uddhav. Right, remember, this is Shiv Sena alleging after the premeditated divorce after the BJP has rejected the final offer. Of the 119 seats given by the Shiv Sena, the 25-year-old BJP Sena combined is believed to have headed for a divorce, but we understand now that both parties again will attempt another reconciliation ahead of the assembly elections, remember, to be held on 15th of October in Maharashtra. The BJP leaders have said that they will give the Sena a new seat sharing formula. Remember, many discussions, hectic parleys have been held over the last few days, and at least half a dozen seat sharing formulas have been exchanged between the Shiv Sena and the BJP. But the discussions have remained inconclusive as both are rejecting each other's offers, citing various reasons. Now, just yesterday, the Shiv Sena President Uddhav Thackeray submitted his final offer, which comprised 119 seats to the BJP, 18 to 4 small alliance partners and 151 seats for the Shiv Sena. Uddhav had said, remember, that he wanted the alliance to remain intact as it was based on the Hindutva ideology. And he claimed that he was coming 2 steps back in giving the final offer to the BJP to save the 25-year-old alliance. Remember, it is the battle of existence for the Sena, and Uddhav Thackeray, in fact, urging the party activists to be prepared for anything. However, within hours, the Maharashtra BJP leaders rejected the Sena offer. But now we understand that both parties reconciled to a near inevitable breakup with Shiv Sena are rolling out the plans with smaller allies. Rajesh Pandey, our correspondent, joining us with more. Rajesh, we heard Rajiv Pratap Rudy, in fact, downplaying the rift as much as possible, definitely hoping for the best, considering they want the BJP-Sena alliance to continue because of their existence in the state. But if you can just give us an idea of just in case this marriage does not work out, how do both parties plan to go at it alone politically in the state?
Well, Rajiv Pratap Rudy, as the in charge of Maharashtra, has every reason to downplay the incident. But the fact is that yesterday, when Uddhav Thackeray made it very clear that the Shiv Sena won't fight a seat, even one seat less than 151, it was crystal clear to the BJP that they might not get the number of seats they are hoping for. And if I answer your question, hypothetically, if like the BJP Shiv Sena marriage breaks out, and the both parties they have already done a recce of potential candidates for all the 288 seats, and they are waiting for the first person to blink. And if there is a breakout, if there's a breakup in the BJP Shiv Sena alliance, then both parties are kind of ready to announce the list of 288 candidates. I think they're just waiting for the Shraddh period to get over, which is considered inauspicious. And once the Navratri starts, they would release the list of all their 288 candidates. Yesterday also, they had done deliberations over more than half the number of seats in Maharashtra, and they have already prepared a list of 120 candidates,
right,
which the BJP with the Shiv Sena has kind of given them. So they are almost ready, and I think in next 72 hours they will be ready with the whole list of 288 seats.
Sahil Joshi also joining us from Mumbai. Sahil, let's just try and understand what the views are of both the parties. We know that the BJP leaders are of the view that it should get more seats considering the party's strong position, but the Sena definitely is scared that if the BJP stakes claim to more seats, it also stakes claim to who's going to be the chief minister in the state, which the Shiv Sena cannot allow, considering that it is only Uddhav for them. So if you could just highlight the various reasons for these seat sharing talks proving to be inconclusive.
Sanjana, the important point that why the seat sharing talks have become so crucial at this point of time is because of the chief minister's position, because BJP has made it pretty clear since beginning that this time BJP is eyeing for the Chief Minister's position, and that will be only possible if the BJP gets more seats than Shiv Sena. Now, how will that be possible? Because BJP has been contesting on 119 seats and Shiv Sena has been fighting 169 seats. So the gap between the two parties is around 50 seats. And if we see the number of seats BJP has always won against Sena, it's only the last time, that is in 2009, BJP could manage to get one seat more than Shiv Sena, and because of that they could get the leader of opposition's post in Maharashtra Legislative Assembly.
Right.
Now, before that, the difference between the Shiv Sena's winning seats and BJP's winning seats are only 10. Shiv Sena has always been better by 10 seats in any of the assembly elections since last 25 years. So basically what the BJP wants, that if they can shorten the gap, the gap of 50 seats, if they can shorten the gap, they could be able to get more seats and they could be able to win more seats because their winnability is better than Shiv Sena. Their strike rate in the winning seats is better than Shiv Sena. So that is the reason why they are trying to reduce the gap between the between Shiv Sena and BJP's number of seats which they are contesting till now. So, and Shiv Sena understands it pretty well. But now this time there are 4 alliance partners, the smaller parties like RPI, Swabhimani Shetkari Sangathan, RSP and Shiv Sangram. So what Shiv Sena is trying to do is that they are reducing their own seats but saying that these 18 seats will be, they will be giving it to the alliance partners, will not be going to the BJP. So BJP will be fighting 119, Shiv Sena will be fighting 151, and by this way Shiv Sena can maintain the gap as well, and the alliance partner, after the election, Shiv Sena can claim that these seats were given by Shiv Sena, so they will be supporting Shiv Sena, and because of that, Shiv Sena, if at all they get a chance to form the government, then it will be easier for Shiv Sena to stake claim for the Chief Minister's position. So this whole game is basically for the Chief Minister's position. Now also, even if they contest separately, because Shiv Sena has already started working on making the list for 288 candidates, they have already made the list of 151 candidates. Same as Brijesh was mentioning about BJP. So even if they contest separately, maybe the post poll, if the time comes, there is a possibility that they might have to come together and form the government, because there will be no other alternative. At this point of time, it doesn't look like that any single party contesting election might be getting 144 seats, which is required to reach to the position of forming the government.
Absolutely. Sahil Joshi and Brijesh Pandey, thank you so much for bringing us that update. We'll continue tracking the story as it develops. Remember, the crucial happenings, in fact, taking place over the politics in Maharashtra.